realism of the film.
Because we talked.
I look back at my life, and all I see are the messes I made. And I ain't got time to fix it. I can do one thing right with the time I got left. I can't do it alone. I can't do it without you.
Do you really want to take a stroll down the memory lane of the Frenchman? Almost had a soup crawling out my asshole.
He's trying to get in my ass!
We went to Portland and I ate a burger for a donut for a burger. What the hell was that? Got a little help from a beat-up hamster in Russia? Jamie, if you see this, call me. Yeah, I missed your orgasm. I know.
Frenchy's gonna be heartbroken he missed this.
At least we got paid vacation and dental plan. And after all this, ladies and gentlemen, the Frenchman cake hall will remain open.
Sophia.
Hello, Tomar.
Hi, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Relatively, I'm good. So you were in Lisbon, in
Yes.
Portugal, really?
Yes. And
That's
believe it
so
or not,
cool.
you're in Tel Aviv.
Believe it or not, I'm in Tel Aviv. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to say, it's a pleasure to meet you because I'm a big fan of the boys and I love
bless you.
Frenchy.
Thank you so much. Merci beaucoup. Merci beaucoup.
Thank you. Tell me, as an actor, you've seamlessly transitioned between Israeli productions like Fodder and When Heroes Fly to the American scene with The Boys. What has been the most significant difference in your approach to acting between these cultures?
Oh, that's a great question. Yeah, definitely, till the point where I got Frenchy and I started The Boys, I've been doing mostly local TV and movies in Israel. The scale, it's like two different universes. The industry in Israel, compared to maybe what people think, is very small, very independent, like very low budget, and we do magic from basically nothing. I wish I could tell you otherwise, but that's the truth. That's what's happening. And definitely getting into, I did some productions here and there that were overseas, and I got a little bit of taste of what's the Hollywood scale of production is, but nothing prepared me to something like The Boys. To go to work one day and seeing 250 kilograms of animatronic whale going down on the beaches of Toronto, and like really, it's and it makes the experience much more realistic in a way, even in a crazy world like The Boys or something that is.
Whoa! There! Head for the storm drain!
That is out of this world. The guys out there make it seem very, very, very real, even if it's not, including the blood, including the blood, and that does make a difference. Other than that, to be honest, if I'm looking at it from an actor's perspective, in the end of the day, my job is between action and cut, and this is where my work starts and ends. And it's basically the same. Like, you hear action, you got a character, and you need to be in the moment. And so in that terms, I felt very comfortable, from the camera is a camera, and obviously
Exactly.
the crew is a crew. So, but the scale of it all, definitely, otherworldly.
Thank you, Thomas. Thank you. From serving in the Israeli Defense Forces to starring in an award-winning series and films, you've had quite a journey. How has your military experience influenced your acting career, if at all?
My military service was definitely a big part of my life. For me, and I'm talking personally, I feel it shaped me for the better. As an actor, as someone that is known here and now overseas, I'm going through a very complex time in my life, where a lot of questions are being asked. I'm asking myself those questions more than anything. I'm making, the answer as short as I can. I think being in this militantic environment, like I was, actually did the opposite and gave me a lot of humility and humanity, and more than anything, made me and shaped me into a man of peace. Be as unjudgmental as possible, even in crazy times like these. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
absolutely. Thank you. That's a great, great answer. Thank you so much, Thomas.
Yeah, sure.
The Boys has garnered a dedicated fan base globally. What drew you to the role of Frenchy, and how do you relate to your character's complexities?
Oh, wow. um, you know what? It's been a ride. It's been quite a ride. It's been a roller coaster ride more than anything. This project, The Boys, man, I can't believe we're already about to start filming the 5th season.
Oh, wow, thank you.
We got some time, but it's gonna start sooner than later. And I just can't believe how time passed so quickly, and how much organic was this experience in terms of even joining with the boys, the story, the character. When I got the audition, and I didn't know the novel before I went for it, and just briefing through it, the comic book, and reading Frenchy, I was scared. I felt like I'm not the right dude for the job. I said, obviously I'm not French. It's
Your accent, I love it.
but again, the challenge was overwhelming in a way. But once I got to set, I don't know if you remember or not, Frenchy comes in at the 2nd episode, so of the 1st season. So the boys have already started, they started the engine of the show, and how it's the world of it all, and going in there with my fake French accent was a good decision. For a couple of weeks, everybody thought I was really French, until some French spokers came to set, and I got busted. But but other than that, listen. In the end of the day, I can't say enough and give enough praises to the people who created this show. from Eric Kripke, obviously, and Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg and Sony and Amazon and the crews we work in with Toronto. And obviously, like, everyone is so dedicated and so passionate about this project that once we are on set, it's, again, I'm mentioning the animatronic real life whale. That's just to give you an example of how specific and how articulate, amazing job these people are doing with shaping this crazy world of the boys. And then obviously you get in the ring or you get in the playground with some of the bunch of the most talented people I ever knew, actors, artists, which makes everything kind of like a sports team in a way. You know what I mean? Every day you get a chance to improve yourself and try new stuff. Really, I think more than anything, it's just the quality of the work and the people and the environment that makes this show. And for myself, weirdly enough, very easy to believe that I am the psycho French guy named Frenchy in the show, you know? So yeah, I'm doing my job, obviously, you know.
Doing a
I
really
wouldn't
good
want
job, absolutely.
I wouldn't want to mumble and jumble about my process, but in the end of the day, you know, it's about the people that surround you and that allow you to bring what you bring to the table. So all praises to those people, you know. I give them all the respect in the world.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
In Slingshot, you're set to star alongside esteemed actors like Lawrence Fishburne.
Yeah, how cool is that?
Catholic.
How cool is that?
It's extremely cool.
Yeah.
It's really good, and I'm sure you deserve to be there. That's why you're there.
Listen, I don't like this situation. We need to say it. The ship is beat up. And I think hurling ourselves into deep space at 33,000 miles per hour on a defective ship is a very bad idea. We can't reach Titan without a slingshot. Forget Titan. We abort the mission. It's the second time it's happened. For the second time it's happened. Diagnostics show no sign of any power failure. That's just great. There is a discrepancy between what the ship is telling us and what we're seeing with our own eyes. You don't see anything that I don't see. I understand.
God bless you so much.
What was it like working with such talented ensemble, and how did you prepare for your role?
How did I prepare for this world? Well, obviously, it's gonna sound funny, but I remember so this world is happening. The world of Slingshot is happening out of space. It's happening in space. We play 3 astronauts that are wandering in space looking for water. In the future, hopefully the sci-fi future and not the real future. And the first thing I thought to myself was, how can I understand astronauts or a mission in space the closest that I can? And funny enough, who was it? I think one of my friends just got the Oculus, the Facebook Oculus, the Meta Oculus, and he said, "Listen, there's this thing there of NASA that they released that you put the Oculus on and you go on a mission on space with real astronauts, and even gravity feels real when you do it." So I remember I brought that to set and I hooked up Lawrence Fishburne and Affleck. And we were all spacing out between takes, just, being overwhelmed from the experience. even feeling nausea, how the nausea is gonna feel, and how the addicts are gonna feel, and the disorientation of the space, and so that was a big part of it. Funny enough, who would have thought? But other than that, you know what? In the end of the day, obviously the character. I can't talk a lot about the movie because everything is kind of on the radar in terms
Yes.
of spilling the plot and everything. But the experience was amazing. Was amazing. Listen, again, it's like a whole nother ballgame with a whole nother team. It's like going into the playground with those two amazing, talented people. It just gets you, even more focused and more motivated and more intense. I get because you don't want to mess up. It's like music in a way, and man, they know how to play their jazz. So you better keep your rhythm going. You know what I mean? But overall, it was a very very interesting, and I can't wait to see the outcome. I think it's gonna be very interesting.
Yes, I look forward to it too. As I've been waiting for, The Boys season 4. Um,
Yeah, it's coming. It's coming. It's
yes.
got nothing can stop the boys. Yeah, it's coming, and
Um,
it's gonna be it's gonna be insane.
Crazy.
Insane. Yeah. That was one of the most, I think, really, that was one. Fourth season is gonna be, yeah, man, it's weird. It's like the world is getting weirder, but the show even takes it like every year. It's just
Even weirder.
we're pushing the limits this season, and definitely Frenchy's storyline. I'm super excited because it's different. There's nothing like it for an actor to take a script of something that you think you already read, or you kind of know where the story goes to, and then you read it. And again, praising our amazing script writers, you read it and you go, oh, I wow, that's different. I didn't think they're gonna take Frenchy to this path. Wow, that's a challenge. And I think by this time, the Eric Kripke, the creator of the show, the showrunner, and his writing room, they want to challenge us as performers. They want to challenge also, and they want to challenge the audience. And I think that's what makes the show so much fun.
It
You
is.
know,
It is, something. I was talking to my childhood friend that lives in Angola.
right on.
And when I was telling her, I said, "Oh, I'm going to interview, Toma Capone and her daughter. She's 13." And she's like, "Which one?" And I said, "French." She's like, "Oh my God." And then this is what did she say? This show is the best superhero show going on in the world now, isn't it? And I'm like, yeah. So even in Angola,
I'm happy to hear that. I'm happy. Can you imagine? Can you imagine if we had this conversation like, I don't know, 10 years ago, when the superhero movies was everything, and
yeah,
not the classic superhero movies was everything. It's like I do feel like the boys have kind of, in a way, changed the way the audience and the viewers look at good and bad. You know what I mean? In terms of what is power and what is not. Is it worth it? Is it real? I
yeah.
think this show tackles a lot of things that were kind of, I don't know. Nobody kind of talked about it. Everybody felt very comfortable to have this, hero, and we came in the right time and kind of shook the whole
I
superhero
think
genre.
so. Because what I
Mhm.
what I understand of the heroes is like it would be sort of the world of actors, the competition, who's more famous, who does more, who has more,
Right, right.
you know, who's got more how do you call it? Sponsors. There's the other one that runs and he's everywhere. Yet,
I get you. Yeah.
okay, thank you. Natalie Portman handpicked you for a romantic lead in her directorial debut, A Tale of Love and Darkness.
Right on.
What was your initial reaction to being chosen, and what did you learn from working with someone as experienced as Portman?
Wow. Wow, you're taking me back now to where I started my career a few years ago, way back. Like I just remembered out of nowhere in the middle of being a struggling actor. Not everything came easy to me when I started running from auditions, and man, I had so many jobs. I think at the time I was doing construction to pay rent when I got the phone to come and meet Natalie Portman. Now, at the time, I was in Tel Aviv, and I asked my agent at the time, "What do you mean?" And I'm standing with a can of paint. With my friends doing this job, and she says, and I said, when am I flying? She said, you're not flying. No, she's in Tel Aviv. She's doing a movie, and we're doing it tomorrow. So obviously, I knew what the script was about. The Tale of Love and Darkness. It's by a famous Israeli author, Amos Oz. I went. I bought the book because I haven't read it, and I read all. I think it's like 600 pages, something like that. I read everything. That was a long night, and by the time I finished it, I was on my bicycle basically with the book, coming to the audition, just finishing reading it in the elevator as I was meeting her. And then obviously the book was amazing, so I had a lot to talk about, and I think she was blown away by how passionate I was about what I just read, kind of even being more passionate about the book than meeting Natalie Portman in that frame time. And who knows, maybe that what got me the job. But in terms of working with her, that was her first. I don't know if she directed anything after that, but she directed this movie.
התמימות הזאת לא תתקלף לך אף פעם.
And it was a lot. It was a lot, but it was the first experience for me. Again, I haven't done something profound. It was before Fauda. It was before Hostages. Two big Israeli shows that I did. So it was I was basically just starting my acting career, and I remember it was the first time. She was so kind and she was so open to let me just observe everything that's going around on set. And I think this is the first time where I kind of took time, because the role is not it's not big, it's not a leading role, but I was on set a lot waiting, obviously, so I had a chance to just explore and look at all the different departments and ask questions. And it's funny, it's a tale of love and darkness, and it's kind of how I fell in love.
You felt that way.
And it felt that way with this media, with this medium of making movies, of telling a story. And it was a period piece, so everything together was so interesting. And it was like being in the most amazing school for a couple of months. And obviously she's a pro, man. She's not, she's Natalie Portman for a reason.
I've been a fan since Matilda, since Leon was the first. I thought she was so unbelievable. So
one of my favorite movies, and you can imagine that obviously I took so much from Jean Reno, from
Jean Reno, yes,
Leon to the character of Frenchy. In my head, Leon is Frenchy's father in a way.
Yes, he was he was an amazing. Yeah, I've been a fan of both of them since.
Yeah.
Having won an Oscar for Best Supporting Actor in 1 week and day, you've proven your versatility. Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you, thank you.
What draws you to diverse roles, and how do you approach each character differently?
In a way, it's a great question, really great question. Because I felt for a long time, I felt that I haven't got the chance or the choice to say yes or no. It was like, I need to pay the rent, I need to work, I need to, provide, I need to, if I want to be an actor. So it was just jumping from a role to whatever was offered. A lot of bad experience, a lot of amazing experiences, but then along the way came a week and a day, and it was different. It was different. It was a comedy. It was the description was of this quirky kind of the dude Big Lebowski kind of stonehead.
Big Lebowski, one of my favorites too. Love.
Yeah, come on, and I remember going into
so
the
funny.
audition and thinking like, oh, I just did Fauda, and the director didn't know me, and I just prayed that it wouldn't be locked on this frame he had maybe on me in terms of being the new young action star or whatever, and I had to throw it all out the window. That's the first time I kind of met with the word and really understood what being versatile is all about, and how is it a battle between yourself to clean misperception about yourself,
Yes.
and being in the moment and trusting yourself and trusting your instincts and going with your inner child, and really do the work with yourself and kind of clean everything that you think people might think of you.
Exactly.
And then the word challenge comes to mind, and I love challenges. It's something. It's a very, because this role, I thought either I'm gonna crush it, I'm gonna fail totally, or something amazing is gonna happen out of it. And luckily something amazing happened out of it. And the most amazing thing was me discovering that you should never take the easy path.
Yes.
You always challenge yourself. You got one life. It's a trouble one. It's not easy, and you gotta leave. You gotta leave. You gotta spread the love, and you gotta do the best you can. So it was a very strong and important experience for me.
Thank you. Hostages. One-on-one folder and the boys resume you boasts a wide range of genres. Is there a particular genre or type of role you're eager to explore further in your career?
I learned that you know what, if you set something and you lock yourself on something, maybe you get closed-minded for something different. So I'm just about to start this very wacky, weird, romantic comedy that in a million years I wouldn't thought that I would do. That this is what I'm going to do right now with the boys and everything, but you know what? In the end of the day, it's I'm an actor. I get a script. It's my bread and butter. And if the bread and the butter is good, that's something I want to consume it. So it's all about the written word. In the end of the day, about the script, about how good is it, and about if I can do my best to serve and be a channel to give it to I don't know, transcend it out from me. You know what I mean?
Fantastic.
Keep it simple. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. Come on.
Let's see. With The Boys season 4 on the horizon, what can fans expect from your character's arc? And how do you think the show continues to resonate with the audiences?
Oh, listen, this is all under wrap. This is the most secured secret in the world. The fourth season of The Boys. The only thing I can give you is expect the unexpected with Frenchy.
Fantastic. I like it.
Yeah, for real, for real.
Okay. I love it. Okay, got a lovely answer. Reflecting on your journey from your first film to starring in the major international productions, what advice would you give to aspire actors looking to follow into your footsteps?
Oh, wow. I feel like I am looking for this advice from others. No, but I think maybe there lies the answer. I mean, never stop looking for inspirations and and revealing secrets, that are all around us. Like, be curious, be open-minded, and definitely look for inspiration in everything that comes in your way. This profession is it's not an easy one. It's not an easy choice. It takes a lot of courage to even say to yourself, or going with yourself with the idea that I'm going to be an actor in this lifetime. It sounds very easy, but it's not.
I can imagine.
You know what I mean? It's like all odds are against you, and there's a lot of back noises that you have to kind of silence, and stay true with yourself. This is what I mean when I say believe that secret that you have with yourself of what you can become, and keep it carefully, and nurture it, and talk to it, and be your own friend, because the road is going to be
A lot of ups and downs.
So many ups and downs. It's not an easy ride, but again, if between action and cut, you got those pure moments with yourself, so maybe that's what you meant to be or do in your life. Listen, I haven't done this for ages. It was beautiful. Thank you so much.
Oh, lovely. Thank you.
Yeah, we're just about to start, the whole junket of The Boys, and you were the first interview I've done in maybe 6 months.
Oh, wow. Oh, thank you. I'm honored.
So I'm so happy. Thank you so much for the consideration and the amazing questions. Thank you.
Thank you. One thing I want to say, I read somewhere, because I was doing research, that you got married. So I just want to say congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Melcy.
Happiness in the world, okay?
Amazing. Thank you.
Okay.
Keep safe.
No, man,
right.
You too. Take care.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you. Bye-bye. Realism of the film.
Because we talked.